For the last year, 4 friends have kept a secret.
Are you on drugs? No.
I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 is seemingly about to start its marketing campaign as a bunch of new images and some teases from the director have been released. All of these announcements have fans wondering, when is the trailer finally going to drop? Today we might just have an answer to that burning question, so let's get right on into it. Hey everybody, I'm KillJoy Jake, and I actually do know what you're going to do this upcoming summer, and that's see this very bizarre 4th entry in a franchise where, let's be honest, this is basically the real 3rd entry. Nobody considers I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer is canon, not even the people making this film, probably. The next real installment in the I Know series drops on July 18th, featuring newcomers such as Madeline Klein from Outer Banks, and former secret holders turned legacy characters like Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr., reprising their iconic characters Julie James and Ray Bronson. I will be disappointed in this movie if we don't see Julie T-pose again, spin around in a circle and scream, "What are you waiting for?"
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
Otherwise, I'm gonna want my money back. We recently received these images of the stars of the flick, which smells like a bona fide requel to me. We have a young cast of characters experiencing the exact same thing the legacy characters did many generations ago and seek their guidance. Does that sound familiar to you, perhaps? It's almost like they're cashing in on a very popular trend. There's even this new shot that looks exactly like the original film, lighting and all, but just featuring some new characters from the modern day. Even if you haven't seen the 1997 classic, you could probably guess that these characters just accidentally killed somebody. Or did they? It certainly begs the question of how did this exact same very unique situation happen to another group of youngsters in this same town like 30-ish years later? Also, how did the newcomers get in contact with the legacy characters who are presumably still holding on to that secret? I guess we'll have to find out in July. Another big question from the fans is, will Brandy Norwood from the sequel return for this new entry after the director seemingly confirmed that that one was still canon? Not the 3rd one though. The answer to that question may be yes. Back in August of last year, Brandy Norwood, one of the many stars of the sequel film, told ET Online that Carla might be coming back for more mayhem from The Fisherman, saying, "I've heard some things about it, so hopefully. I don't know how Carla would come back, I haven't thought about that yet. But I know that she should come back, she should definitely come back." The actress, who recently returned to horror with last year's The Front Room, also added they have reached out, so we'll see what happens. This development got even juicier when director Jennifer Caton Robinson was asked by People magazine if Brandy is coming back or not. She replied with, "You'll have to go see the movie." So in director lingo, that obviously translates to yes, she's in the film. But my personal theory on how they're bringing back Brandy is in some sort of post-credit scene. Let's be real here, nearly every franchise continuation these days are trying to start up a new trilogy, if not more past that. I mean, just look at the Jurassic World tetralogy, which is raging on this summer. That new movie looks a lot better than the last two, by the way. I would expect absolutely nothing different from this movie, which is definitely trying to make a little bit of cash on a very popular IP from the 90s. There might be a promise at the end of this movie of more to come, with Brandy as a main player next time for a requel sequel sometime in the coming years. After all, a lot of people are comparing this I Know What You Did Last Summer revival to the most recent Scream revival from 2022, and Scream 5 did exactly that with the character of Kirby Reed. Presumed dead after the 4th entry, Kirby Reed was seemingly resurrected with a very small, easy-to-miss Easter egg in the 5th entry. She then went on to be a supporting player in the 6th movie, which I thought was a really fun reinvention of the character. She's an FBI agent now. Fuck it. If this franchise wants to have more regrettable summers though, they're gonna have to perform at the box office, so we'll see what happens this July. But easily the most exciting update from today's video is that the director has teased, given us a little hint of when the trailer will release. Reposting a tweet on Twitter recently regarding a finished trailer for the film, Robinson said that it should arrive even sooner than next month. What's sooner than next month, I sarcastically ask? This month. April, bitches! Considering that this movie is a about 3 months out here, and we're getting a ton of images, a ton of updates from it soon. That forecast predicts a brand new trailer dropping literally any second now. Even without this tweet from the director, this is like a perfect time to start marketing your brand new movie. I definitely need to see some footage from this one, especially after CinemaCon teased a very brutal death for one of its characters. During that alleged CinemaCon footage, apparently one of the male characters is struck by either a spear or some sort of arrow that retracts and pulls them away. It's said to be a step up from a lot of the kills we've seen in the previous entries. The director herself has even teased a higher body count and more brutal kills from the fisherman this time around, which will definitely please a modern audience. Even if the story sounds convoluted to you, I'm hoping that this one delivers on what most modern slashers have been successful at, and that is bloody, gory, nasty, gruesome deaths. There's a little more leeway for that kind of thing these days, and especially after the popularity of the Terrifier films, many franchise continuations, and just original slashers themselves have followed suit. No complaints from this horror fan, we want blood, damn it. The requel seems to be focusing on what made the original so great after all too, which is apparently hot people doing bad things, as the director once put it. I completely agree with that, Jennifer. That has to be one of the most fun elements of that original flick. Well, that and the extra cheesy dialogue.
I know what you did last summer. Ooh.
Remember when Johnny Galecki's character says, "I'm gonna pound his ass," and the entire audience was just like, is this guy trying to fight or bone?
Daddy's gonna be mad.
That original film is so 90s, it almost hurts a little bit. Now, I actually have a theory for this new film regarding the cheesy dialogue from the original 2 entries. There's a line from Ray in that first film where he says to Julie, "I'll always be there, I'll always be watching over you." This pretty creepy line inspired the original idea for the sequel. Coming from filmmaker Mike Mendez, who would instead go on to make 2000's Convent starring Adrienne Barbeau from another seaside horror film, initially pitched the idea that Ray would be revealed as a second killer in a discarded version of I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Just like Scream, you would have had 2 killers going after Julie, Ben from the original, but opposed to Ben's son, it would have been Ray, and they would have been working against each other. Mendez told Bloody Disgusting about his pitch back in 2022, saying, "So there are 2 fisherman killers that are both trying to kill Julie. It ends in kind of an homage to Child's Play 3 in a big funhouse, with both killers trying to get to her. But they also hate each other, so the killers would be popping up, trying to fight each other, as well as still trying to get her. I wanted to make it a big zany set piece that had lots of scares." So could this new I Know film potentially run with that idea, giving a better reason to bring these legacy characters back into the story again? I think it would be fun because it would totally reinvent the way that we watched those previous 2 films. Again, there's no third movie. Ray was kind of a red herring this whole time. Maybe he has a killer instinct we don't know about until now. I'm hoping to see more ass-pounding, hook-themed kills, and of course, some ridiculous twists on July 18th, baby. What are you waiting for? Hey everybody, before we wrap up today's video, please make sure to subscribe to this channel for more goofy horror updates just like this one. I'm hoping to hit 40,000 subs this year so my wife doesn't leave me. She's threatening to take the kids. Please, please subscribe. Also, make sure to check out my gaming channel, GullGotha. The goal this year is to hit 1,000 subs on that page, so please go tickle that little red button, especially if you like watching adults scream at video games. There's so much sperm! There's so much of it! What do you think is going to happen this summer? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you all again for watching. Please subscribe. And as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.